Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2021-22 season. My name is Dan and welcome to the saddest stream. The saddest stream I ever do in my life. It's so sad. No, it's not really that sad. But basically I wanted to do a stream. I was really echoing here. I need to get my echo foam back up, I think, but I'll do that next time. Basically I wanted to do a stream today just for the people like me who had a very, very, very bad FPL score this week. Very, 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 very bad. I'm sure there's a lot of you out here. So if you guys have 30 points or less, I'm here to try and help you feel better. We're all going to have a good old cry, a good old rant together. If you've got over 30 points this game week, get out. I'm not joking, get out the stream right now. Go. We don't want you here. This stream, we're pouring one out for the homies. We're pouring one out for the homies. The 17-point gang like me. The 30-point less or gang, welcome. If you got more than that, honestly, how? But yeah, absolutely mad week. Really, really crazy week. A few people in the chat already saying, the FPL content creators let us down this week. Blah, 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 blah. Honestly, we're going to talk about that as well. Because honestly, it's been a bad game week, right? But I don't want you guys to think that, this is all of our faults for picking bad players or whatever like that, because it really was a very, very strange game week indeed, and a game week that we're probably not going to see too often. Like I predicted before this game week started that this could be a huge scoring game week. We looked at some of those, hang on, let me get my the right screen up in front of me. So we looked at some of these fixtures, Watford on a double game week. We thought Watford would definitely score at least once against Norwich, right? We kind of looked at some of these other games. Leeds versus Newcastle, we thought there was going to be goals there. Manchester United versus West Ham, both really struggling defensively recently. We thought there'd be goals there. Man City usually batter Southampton, so we thought there'd be goals there. We expected Arsenal to beat Burnley. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, probably to be expected, but we probably expected a little bit more from Jota there, for example, or Trent Alexander-Arnold. It was the very much the Robertson show on that one, wasn't it? And yeah, obviously, the big thing was that Dennis obviously did get a red card in his first of the double, which means he is going to blank for the second as well. And a lot of us captained him, a lot of us have him. And you know what, guys? That's just bad luck. Nobody could kind of predict really how things would turn up. And I want to show you something, guys, that I saw on Twitter earlier today as well. I think it's my likes. So let me go on that as well. And this is crazy. This is crazy. So, this, guys, what you see in front of you today is a list of the players who the bookies, the bet makers, whatever you want to call them, they predicted that these would be the most likely players to score this game week. This is the top 15 or something? None of them scored. None of these players scored. That is incredible. So you could go with, you could think of this kind of from a purely logical point of view, look at the statistics, look at the odds, everything like that. Pick every single player that you think is most likely to score. You could pick all of these players in front of you and you would have got 0 goals from these players. And don't you think that is just so mad? What can you do? There is nothing you can do. When everything goes so crazy like this, man, there's nothing you can do. So you can't beat yourself up about this. This is not something that was expected. This is something really, really unexpected. I mean, man, what are the chances? I think I saw a reply to this as well. Yeah, okay, from FPL Prem Tipster, who's a really nice guy, by the way. Do feel free to follow him on YouTube. He does captains videos mainly. He calculated the probability if he was to bet £10 on all of these 16 players to not score a goal, he would gain over £33,000, almost £34,000. So this is how unlikely it was. This is how strange. This is how crazy, super, super crazy this one is. Really, really crazy. Really, really crazy. Nicole in the super chat says, wildcard 27 points with issues in my life, want to cut myself. Honestly, Nicole, I'm sure we're all kind of feeling it. Nicar says, want to do it, also because Digne and Edu on bench. Well, I definitely would not recommend cutting yourself. That sounds like a very, very bad idea. So don't do that. But, you know, your wild card, 27 points, it's not great. It is not great. Don't get me wrong. But we got to remember, and this is what I'm trying to get at you guys today. Just because things didn't go right this game week, it doesn't mean that the players that you pick, the players that you have in your team, are bad necessarily. It doesn't mean that the players are bad. It really doesn't. You know, everyone, well, not everyone, I'm not going to say everyone did badly, because they didn't. Some people did kind of get, you know, around 40 points. But, you know, most of the people who've got kind of more than 40 points, well, not most of the people, but some people who've got like 50, 60, 70 points, actually it's because they've got bad players. These are the kind of people who've got kind of like, you know, John Joe Shelby in their team, you know, Moutinho in their team, because these were the kind of players that scored points. If we just go here, and let me show you. If we go on stats and look at the top scoring players of the round, how do we do that? Where are we? Round points, there we are. Now, a lot of these players are players, actually, you would consider, generally speaking, pretty poor FPL picks. Thiago Silva, Sargent, Moutinho. Digne's a good pick. We spoke about him a lot last game week. Digne. I should have probably followed my own advice and actually got him, but instead I decided to roll the transfer, so, you know, more fool me. So, yeah, he was a good pick, fair enough. Ziyech, I don't think you can really call him a good FPL pick, although maybe our minds might be slightly changed on that one after that goal, but it was a low XG goal. Robertson, I mean, difficult, isn't it? If everyone's got Jota, Trent, and looking to get Salah in, you're not really going to get Robertson, are you? Shelby's not a great pick. Buendia had a good game, but again, is he a good pick? Pope, Laporta's a good pick, to be fair. But come on, look at some of these points. Fabinho, Dubravka, Gunn, you know... like Edouard, how many people... I don't think Edouard is a terrible pick, but he's certainly not like a really, really popular player at all, is he? Walker Peters. Like some of these players, Danny Welbeck, Neves, Trippier, the players that are scoring points are not really players you want in your team long term. So even if, like, okay, say in your mini league, guys, in your mini league, you've got a guy who's got like 70 points. Look through their team. They're going to have Sargent, they're going to have Moutinho, they're going to have Ziyech, they're going to have Shelby. And because they have all of these players, I really don't think going forward that these players are going to be much of a threat to you. The kind of FPL manager who has Sargent, you know, I think the number one player this game week has Sargent captain. The person who has Sargent captain this game week, you cannot honestly tell me that they are going to be a threat to your FPL standing in the long term, right? Surely not. I mean, obviously there's always exceptions to these kind of blanket statements, but yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. You guys kind of get what I'm saying. It's not a game to beat yourself up about, and just because you got a low score doesn't mean you automatically have a bad team. I mean, like, look at my score. If this is the week of bad scores, I am the king. Because this is terrible, so much so, like, I have to laugh. It's like, it's not even tragic, it's just hilarious. It really is just funny. Like, I have to laugh. I got a nice Alonso 1-pointer to come off the bench as well, so, you know, that'll top me up. That'll top me up to 18 points, actually, won't it? Let's probably change my... Yeah, let's change that on screen, because, yeah, we are technically on at least 18 points. So, yeah, that's changed now. And, you know, I doubt there's too many people who can get lower than that. I mean, if you can get lower than that, then fair enough. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just a crazy situation. You have to laugh. But just because I got 17 points, look at, if I was to set my team up for next game week, can you honestly tell me that looks like a bad team? With 2 free transfers? Probably not. You know, like, particularly could we maybe get a double game week in here somewhere? Actually, I don't know if we can get a double game week this week. No, I don't think we can, just because the way the games are positioned. So we're not going to have a double game week this game week. But I've got 2 transfers. You know, I could get Salah back in for Sterling maybe if I wanted to, or you know, we'll get some like some Aston Villa players, and maybe get Digne in or get Laporta in, double up on that City defence. Like, they've got 2 really nice fixtures. Brentford and Norwich back to back could be pretty nice as well. Ronaldo, okay, he's not looking great at the moment, but we think he's going to have a double game week in game week 25. We've got strong suspicions there, so that could be pretty nice as well. You know, when we're talking about maybe Spurs getting a double game week soon as well, they've got Southampton. That could be pretty nice. So, can you really honestly tell me that just because my team got a bad week, would you say, with my team as an example, that it's a bad team? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe it's not the best team in the world, but, you know, you wouldn't say it's a bad team. And if that's the case, can you kind of apply the same situation to yourself? Did you get a bad score this week? Okay, fair enough. But is your team actually bad? Did your team get a bad score because it's a bad team? Or did your team get a bad score because it's just one of those things? Luck is obviously a huge part of FPL. I mean, luck has taken me this high in the overall table, and it can just as easily take you low as well. That's the way Lady Luck works. And you know, obviously you have to be in it to win it. You have to, you know, create your own luck to a degree, but it goes both ways. It really does go both ways. And this week we can see it didn't go well. But does that mean that you got a bad team? I don't think so necessarily. So yeah. So, yeah, definitely. Ethan Fernandez in the chat says, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. It's so true. 17-point gang, rise. Rise. There we go. I got 45. I'm crying right now. Okay, well, I mean, I said at the beginning of the stream, anyone with over 30 points is not welcome in this stream. So there we go. Jeremy Baker says, my FPL team's future is so bright, I got to wear shades. Absolutely. You know, future is bright. I mean, it can't get much worse, can it? Than this game week. Things will get better. Things will get better. Oaksocant says, where is the clown suit, Dan? Okay, right, so I've had to make a moderation on this, promise, but I don't know if any of you guys saw this over on Twitter. But where's the tweet? Here it is. 2,500 likes, and my next video will be putting me. Well, that doesn't make sense, does it? Me putting on clown makeup whilst talking about why I captained Dennis. Can I get away with it? Because you know, I've obviously made a massive typo here. No, definitely not. But no, that will be happening. That will be happening. But it's going to happen in my team selection video. I mean, I could just do it as a standalone video, but I don't think that'd be that interesting. I don't think that many people will see it anyway. And I think it would be more fitting if, you know, if I do my Game Week 24 team selection video, and whilst talking about the Game Week 23 scores in that video, then I think that would be the right time. I think that would be the right time to put on the clown makeup. I mean, the tweet was liked. I said 2,500 likes. It's got 4,600, so I have to promise. I have to go through on my promise. Also, we've got a nice backdrop now. I know you guys probably can't see it, but during the break, this international break, I have decided to try and make things look a bit nicer, really, for the videos. So I'm starting to create a bit of a backdrop here, which I will be able to show you. Here we go. If I go to this view, maybe you guys can see that, kind of. But yeah, we've got just a little bit of a backdrop coming along. You can't actually see it. Actually, I need to maybe move that. We've got the Buy Sell Keep Avoid t-shirt there as well. We've got a nice plant. We've got the obviously the 100,000 subscriber plank. A couple of my football t-shirts. I need to wash the others, and then they're going to join the pile as well. A globe on Europe and Africa, the two best continents. That'll be controversial. Well, the two continents that most represent my own heritage anyway. But there's plenty more, of course. They're all equally brilliant. But yeah, if I come back here, that's what we're dealing with at the back. So yeah, just very quickly. Well, I just thought I would mention that because why not? But yeah, that is zoom out. Yeah, I can't really. I can't really be bothered. It's kind of a little bit of a mess at the moment, but it's okay. But yeah, this is definitely not a strategy stream, so don't expect too much strategy. We still will be doing the strategy stream. That'll be next Monday. Scott Gadsby says, did Mrs. FPL Mate outscore you? And that is definitely a real question. Let me have a look. What league am I in with her? This one. Let's have a look. Well, yeah, definitely. You buy a decent amount as well. It's all about that Laporta, who I actually think, yeah, that's the player I told her to buy this week. I said buy Laporta. I said buy Laporta or Dina. And we ended up on Laporta. So there you go. I mean, even though my own team is failing, this is in a way my surrogate team, my team that I'm trying to advise this team into the top 1 million players, and we're going okay. We're Mrs. FPL Mate is at 3.8 million in the world. I think she started at like 7 millionth when we started giving her some advice, and she joined FPL Twitter and stuff like that. So it's going well. Laporta, epic. So yeah, I'm going to put my team back on screen again, guys, just so you can all feel a little bit better about your own scores. Also, a lot of people mentioned in the chat, as we do know, that Ranieri has been sacked. Yeah, Ranieri has been sacked. I mean, this is just ridiculous, right? The situation with Watford just constantly sacking managers, it just continues. I think we just have to accept at this point. This is how Watford want to manage their club. Basically, that's what they want, how they want to run their club. I mean, if Ranieri is looking for a job, he can come and take over my FPL team. My FPL team really needs a new manager bounce. So Ranieri, if you're watching this video, Ranieri, please do come and take over my team for me, because you know it will be better taking over a team in this position than it would taking Watford over in the position they were in, and with all of those really difficult games that had to come immediately for Watford. I mean, if you look at the teams that Watford have kind of played since Ranieri took over, and I think Liverpool was his first game, if I'm not mistaken. Baptism of fire, or what, a 5-0 loss. Then they beat Liverpool, didn't they? No, did they beat Liverpool? No, Liverpool, Everton. Can't remember now. Yeah, they must have beaten Everton. And then, like some really difficult teams. Arsenal, Man United, who they beat. Leicester, obviously not ideal, but, Chelsea, some really, Man City, West Ham, Tottenham. It's basically like the entire top half of the table, all in consecutive games. So I feel a bit bad for him, but at the same time, I doubt you go in, like any managers looking at the Watford job, you kind of know what the situation is going to be. You get like 3 losses and you're going to be sacked. They have had more managers this season than I have FPL points this week, which is quite mad. That's kind of the situation. So I feel like it's yes, it's harsh, but that's just the kind of the Watford way, right? So at the same time, it's kind of whatever. I don't think we'll talk about that too much. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. This is just what happens. 2-3 times a season, Watford replace their manager. That's just standard, right? It's not big news. I don't think, really. Mohammed says this is the worst FPL points ever since I played FPL. Yeah, honestly, I can't remember the last time I had a score this low. I really can't. It must have been, certainly during the years where I didn't really play FPL. It would have been a week. I can't remember the last time. In fact, I think this is the first time I've ever been actively playing FPL and had a score this low. Obviously, when you first start playing FPL, you're not very serious about it. Like certainly when I was like a teenager playing it, I'd sort of make a team in like game week 1, and then by game week 4 or 5, I'd just be bored. And I'm sure in game week like 36 of that season, where I've not even looked at my team for 20 consecutive game weeks, then that would have probably been a score lower than 17, right? But since I've been actively, actually trying an FPL, I don't think I've ever had a score this low, which is quite remarkable. But that means the only way is up. Positive mental attitude, guys. Positive mental attitude. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Lampard to Watford. Can you imagine? Rooney to Everton. God, imagine. Cameron S says, was a bit frustrated with Tomiyasu this week. Yeah, absolutely. That would have been one of my few returns. I was so annoyed. Like, I didn't even know he was injured because he played in the... yeah, fair enough. He didn't have a great game in the League Cup against Liverpool, but... honestly, I didn't think that the injury reoccurred. I thought he was good to go, and that would have been a clean sheet there, which is gutted. And you know what, Tomiyasu as well, knowing him, could have got bonus points as well. So that's a real shame, but yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. Like, it's one of those things. Like, you can't just be lucky every single game week. And there's been lots of game weeks this season where I've been very, very lucky. This is just, you know, a regression to the mean in many respects. And I'm still in a very good position. I'm still in the top 1,000. I still feel in my heart of hearts, because I've still got all of my chips left, I should finish within the top 1,000 players, which would be an incredible dub. Like, yes, it's not great from where we were. Obviously, we peaked at 28th. But I'm fairly confident we can finish this season in the top 1K. And I'd even be willing to maybe think up some kind of forfeit if I don't finish within the top 1,000, because I'm that confident. So yeah, I'm pretty confident. Someone says, "What is your overall FPL rank?" It should say on screen. It should say like up. I can't remember where it'd be. Like there somewhere. Oh wait, there. Yeah, it's literally right there. So 552nd as things stand. Obviously, the game week hasn't ended. It could go lower. It could go lower. Technically. But alas, we move. We move. We move indeed. N2R is very keen to know why my team is called Moscow. It's called BSKA Moscow. So you can see that here. BSKA Moscow, because BSKA... What does BSKA stand for, guys? I don't know if anyone's got any clues. Maybe a little buy, sell, keep, avoid. BSKA. Buy, sell, keep, avoid, Moscow. It's like a... I know a few of you guys know that already. It's a pun. It's a pun. It's a pun. Antita says you peaked at 23, not at the end of the game week. Well, actually, technically, if you count mid-game week scores, I actually peaked, I think, something like 18th in the world, which is incredible. You know, like it's never going to happen again. It's one of those things, a once in a lifetime thing, right? Really, really quite crazy. Kia says Chelsea shirt this time. Yeah, we could do a Chelsea shirt for the forfeit. I don't know if that's enough. I wonder if we could do more. Stian says, I thought it was FPL is BS. It's not that. It's literally just a pun of... Right, I don't know. Like, I'm sure most of you guys know about this football club. CSKA Moscow. You guys know this club. That is how you spell it in Russian. But you guys must know this football club. And it's just a little pun based on that. That's all there is to it, really, guys. Dunce hat. Oh, okay, we're getting there. All right, okay, maybe for a forfeit, if I finish outside the top 1,000... Last season, I said if I finish outside the top 100,000, I'd wear a Spurs shirt. We did that, obviously. I think we could do another Spurs shirt, a dunce hat, someone suggested. Chelsea shirt, someone suggested earlier. No blackcurrant squash for an entire season. That is just too harsh. Full Spurs kit. Full kit wanker. Full kit. Full Spurs kit. Could I? Would I? Shave my hair off. I don't know if I can shave. Because, like, I don't know. Go to the Spurs stadium and kiss the cockerel. That's interesting. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man United kit. I would actually be more upset having to wear a Man United kit than I would having to wear um, a a Spurs kit, to be honest. So maybe the Manchester United kit is the one. I don't think I can shave my hair off because it's just I'm nothing. I'll be nothing without my hair. It's the one thing keeping me young. What if I dyed my hair? I think I'd be more willing to do that. I'd be more willing to do that. Maybe Spurs custom boots as well. Now it's just getting expensive. I'm not even too happy about the full kit. Full Spurs kit is full Spurs kit and go to the stadium and kiss the cockerel. I think I would be willing to do that. Well, I say I'd be willing to do that. I think that would be a funny forfeit. So, Kane tattoo. No tattoos. There's not going to be a tattoo. But yeah, maybe for full dye it blue. Oh no, I can't dye my hair blue. This is my least favourite colour. All right. What if I wear full Spurs kit, go to the stadium and kiss the cockerel, and then if anyone is about there as well, I don't know if anyone is watching, watches these videos who lives around that area, who want to come and spectate me kissing the kissing the cockerel at the Spurs stadium. Is there I'm assuming there's a cockerel somewhere. I've never actually been to Spurs' new stadium. You don't mean the one at the right at the top, do you? I'm not going up to the top. No way. But if there's like some kind of thing outside of the stadium, maybe that I could go and like kiss or something, and yeah, we'll vlog it, we'll video it, and if any of you guys are around or want to meet up as well, we'll make it an unofficial FPL meet up as well outside the Spurs stadium. Maybe not on a match day, I don't know. Well, it would be after the season anyway, so there would be no match day. But yeah, okay, we'll do something like that. I don't know if I'd dye my hair blue. That seems a bit much, and it's not. It's very off-brand. I think I'd maybe purple, because it's like FPL colours, or green maybe. I'm not too happy with green. I mean, obviously, I would dye my hair blonde, but I'd probably do that anyway. But no, I think what we should do is if I'm not going to the top of the Spurs stadium, I will go to the Spurs stadium. I'll figure out something. I'll figure out something to kiss, and I'll go in full Spurs kit, socks, football boots, everything, and do the Bergwijn/Son celebration as well. Go visit the Spurs trophy cabinet. That's not a forfeit. I would love to do that. All right, okay. That is very much on the short list. I won't make that an official thing that I'll do, but definitely considering that. If I finish outside the top 1,000 players, full Spurs kit, go to the Spurs stadium and do something there. Shin pads, yeah, we'll do shin pads as well, football boots, and we'll do something at the Spurs stadium that involves me kissing something that I don't really want to kiss, like a I don't know, some kind of statue of. Is there a statue of Harry Kane outside of the Spurs stadium, or Gareth Bale? I imagine there would be, given the amount that Spurs fans go on about those players. But maybe I'll do something like that. And if anyone else is in the area, then yeah, you are more than welcome to spectate, just so everyone knows it happened, and then obviously we'll video it and stuff as well. So there we go. There we go. Your wife makes 3 transfers. I don't think that will work because it will be after the season ends. So Ogbonna says Spurs has a trophy cabinet. They don't really need one, but they do have one. Just in case, I think they've got the Audi Cup in there still, haven't they? People keep asking for my rank. It's the tragic number. Well, I say tragic. That is not a tragic number. Let's just nip that one to the bud. It's a great number, but it's not quite as great as it once was. Kiss Daniel Levy's head. Can you imagine? Spurs water bottle as well. Skywalk on the Spurs Stadium. I don't think will work just because I'm actually terrified of heights. I'm actually terrified, so I don't think that will work. I mean, when I say I don't think that will work, it means I genuinely don't think I will go through with it, even if I tell you that I will. So there we go. Am I considering activating the wildcard? No, not really. I am going to wrap this stream up, by the way, guys, because I never really intended for this to be a long stream. I just wanted to do a quick half an hour stream. Well, maybe just, I don't, because there's not really much to talk about this week. I wonder if we should just maybe do a stream every day and maybe do a different topic each day. Just streaming every day. Maybe we'll do, like, I saw couple of people talking about wildcards. So maybe we'll do a wildcard draft next tomorrow, maybe do a wildcard video type thing. Could be pretty interesting. We'll just stream at 6 p.m. every day this week. I think that's not a bad idea. In terms of my transfer plans, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of Sterling and bringing Salah in if he's available, but I don't know if he's going to be playing or not. I don't know if he's going to be back. There's other options though. I've got 2 transfers and I'm considering using a wildcard soon, to be fair. Maybe think about bringing in De Bruyne. I'm going to have to downgrade someone. Maybe Alonso down to... Oh, there's not really anyone I'm too interested in at that price. At 4.6 or below. Don't know. It's going to depend on any double game weeks announcements as well. If we get a double game week announcement, that's obviously going to have a big impact. Yeah, I don't know yet. And I'm not going to rush into a decision either. But yeah, maybe we'll make a wildcard draft and do some research, and then we can just stream it, and then you guys can ask live questions and stuff like that. We'll do that tomorrow. How about that? One more thing, guys. One more thing. So, the last final thing I wanted to talk about is that. Hang on. What's my channel? /FPL Mate. The last thing I wanted to talk about is it is actually my 2-year anniversary on YouTube on the 30th, I believe. This is my first ever video on this YouTube channel. There you go, 30th of January. First ever YouTube video. So I thought maybe we'd do some kind of like a non-FPL Q&A. I've been promising that I'll do a non-FPL Q&A for so long, and I've just never done it. So, whether it's for 2-year anniversary on YouTube, whether it's for hitting 100,000 subscribers, whether it's for hitting 50,000 subscribers, whether it's for the 1-year anniversary, because it's so late, because I haven't done it. I said I'd do one last year. I didn't do it. So yeah, we're going to do a non-FPL Q&A video, and I will get you guys to submit your questions on... I'll do a post on my YouTube community page. Don't know if you guys know what that even really is, but basically you can put like a little post on your channel, and I think it might go into you guys' feeds as well on YouTube. So maybe keep an eye on that there. So I'll put a post just asking you guys to ask questions, and then I'll put a tweet out as well. I'll put a tweet out asking you guys to reply to that tweet with some questions, and basically whatever look like the most popular / interesting questions, I'll just answer them all in a video that I don't know how long it'll be. Probably be like 20 minutes, half an hour long video. It'll be non-FPL, and yeah, hopefully that will be an okay video. I know a few people have asked it before. I know a lot of people are just here for the FPL stuff, which is fine as well. But if you're interested, we will do one of those as well. I mean, I'm going to do it whether you're interested or not, because I know at least a few people are, because they've asked me about it. But but yeah, that's going to happen. So yeah, keep an eye out on my YouTube posts and my Twitter posts, and I'll ask you for some questions there if you want to ask some questions. If you don't, you don't. That's absolutely fine. But that is pretty much it for today's stream. I'm not going to go on any longer, because I didn't want this to be too long. I want it to be watchable as a video as well. And plus, there's not really that much stuff in this video. There's not too much stuff in this video, if I'm honest. So, there you go, guys. Thank you for watching today. Please do remember to leave a like before you go. If you haven't subscribed already, I'm sure you guys have. If you're watching a video as rubbish as this, you're probably only watching because you're subscribed anyway and you're very bored. But you haven't done, please do feel free to subscribe. Yeah, really appreciate that. Really helps out the channel. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you on another stream tomorrow. I think I'm going to do another stream tomorrow where we'll talk about some wild cards, potentially early thoughts and that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later, mate. Bye bye.